I regret to inform you that it is once again a Blue Jackets game day, which means we have to talk about the Columbus Blue Jackets.
You're Locked On Blue Jackets, your daily podcast on the Columbus Blue Jackets, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Blue Jackets, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am, as always, your host, Jay Foster, here to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly about your favorite team and mine, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Before we get things started, I want to thank everyone for making this your first listen of the day every single day. Locked On Blue Jackets is free and available on all podcast platforms and over on YouTube. I also want to thank you for making us the number one podcast network, or sports podcast network, I should say. We are not quite the number one podcast network, although that would be fun. Just a quick one today because my day is insane. So I just wanted to do a quick little 10-minute preview of how tonight's game could go, should go, will go, etc. Blue Jackets playing the Ottawa Senators for the first time this season. I believe last season the Blue Jackets went 1-2 against the Senators at a pretty crucial time of the season. The Blue Jackets, I think, played their entire season series with the Senators in like the end of March, start of April. So, you know, right when they were cruising for those that playoff spot that they ultimately missed out on. Didn't get the point. Then need to get the points now, right? The Senators are also a struggling team right now. I think it's fair to say they are on a 3-game losing streak right now. They've got 1 win in their last 6 attempts. They are 4-6 in their last 10 games. Blue Jackets 3-4 in their last 10, right? So again, while the Blue Jackets have more losses than the Senators in that stretch, they have more points because of the stupid overtime point system. The Senators are a team that I feel like really should be better than they are. I feel like they are incredibly hot and cold as a team. I feel like they have a hot week and then they're second in the division. And again, partially, I think this is because the East is insane this year. But I feel like a week ago, the Senators were like second in the division. And now they're one of like 2 teams that are below the Blue Jackets in the standings. It's them and it's Buffalo. They're the only teams that are below the Blue Jackets in the standings on account of how the Blue Jackets can't win a game to save their lives recently, it seems like. Blue Jackets also on their own 3-game losing streak. They do have a point in that losing streak against Florida, but as we all know, a loss is a loss, right? So Blue Jackets have to be better. Senators also know they have to be better. In terms of goaltending, they're not getting the goaltending they need right now. Linus Ullmark has an 877. The backup, Leevi Meriläinen, has a 876. So one of the teams where the goalies are both worse than Elvis Merzlikins, which is kind of impressive because Elvis Merzlikins is on a real downslide at the minute. Sorry to the many, many Elvis fans that I know listen to this show. I promise that I am also one of you on a good day. But it should be Jack Reeves for the Blue Jackets tonight. Like, that should be a no-brainer. I don't know which Senators goalie will start, but it should be Jack Reeves for the Blue Jackets. He's got a 906 save percentage, was good against Carolina, was excellent against Washington. Unfortunately, the team doesn't know how to score goals with him in net, so who knows what's going to happen there. In terms of Senators to watch, Jake Sanderson's got 5 points in his last 5 games. Jake Batherson's got 4 goals in his last 5 games, and it looks like Brady Tkachuk is back in the lineup, which surprised me because I didn't think he was healthy yet. He's played the last 4 games. He's got 4 points in those last 5 games, so I assume he's going to be a factor in this game as well. Tim Stützle, always dangerous, 26 points in 29 games. Jake Batherson, who I just mentioned, 26 points in 26 games as well. On the back end, they've got Jake Sanderson, who has 24 points in 29 games. He's their Werenski, right? Like, extremely good offensive defenseman who's not really a slouch in his own zone, plays a million minutes, picks up a ton of points, is really leading a very young and kind of mid defense core, and doing his best at it. I like Jake Sanderson a lot. He's probably going to be on the Olympics team come February with Werenski. So again, he's a guy to watch out for. But the Sens are a weird team. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Sens come out and just absolutely batter the Blue Jackets, and I also wouldn't be surprised to see them kind of curl up and roll over, right? Like, it feels like, and we'll get into predictions in a second here, but like, it feels a little bit like this is going to be one of those games that finishes 6-2. I just don't know which way it's going to finish 6-2, right? Hopefully the Blue Jackets way. And I think with Jet Greaves in there, that's going to go a long way towards not bleeding goals. But will the Blue Jackets remember that they are actually allowed to score goals with Jet in net? Who's to say? The special teams are going to be interesting. The Senators have a top 5 power play in the league and a bottom 2 penalty kill in the league. Blue Jackets still sitting at 16th on the power play and 29th on the penalty kills. So a worse power play, a better penalty kill, only slightly. This feels like one of those games where there might be like 4 power play goals split between the two teams, which I would like to see the penalty kill continue to not bleed goals, but I also like to see the power play continue to score goals. So again, if there was a game for the power play to figure it out, feels like this one, right? Again, the Senators are one of the only 2 teams in the league with 3 teams, excuse me, with a worse penalty kill than the Blue Jackets, and that's with the Blue Jackets giving up like 7 power play goals over the course of 3 games. So this is a game the Blue Jackets need to take advantage of, right? Like the Sens, this is no disrespect to the Sens, but I feel like right now they're not really showing me anything special in the same way that the Blue Jackets haven't really shown me anything special in a few games now, right? Like this is kind of this feels like a little bit of a coughing baby versus a coughing baby game, you know, like extremely stoppable force meets extremely movable object. And we'll see what happens there. In terms of predictions, I am going to go ahead and I think I'm going to keep my original thought, which is that this is going to be like this. I don't think it's going to be a 6-2 game. Let's say it's going to be a 5-2. Let's say a 5-2 game. But probably one of those goals is an empty net goal, which, as we all know, don't count. So really, it's a 4-2 goal with some sparkle added to it. But a 5-2 Blue Jackets win. And I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think the Blue Jackets have any ex-Senators on the roster that I can think. Well, Erica Branson's an ex-Senator, but he's not playing. I don't think any of the other guys are ex-Senators, unless I am really misremembering. But let's go ahead. Let's pencil in a Marchenko goal. Been a couple of games since he scored. He was looking good when he came back from injury, and then everyone in the team stopped remembering how to do offense. So let's say a Marchenko goal. I think it's going to be a good night for Marchenko. I've just got a feeling. I think it might be one of those like 2-goal nights for Marchenko, 3-assist nights for Fantilli. I'm crossing my fingers and like knocking on wood, but that's my prediction. I think is a 5-2 Blue Jackets win with a Marchenko goal. Get your predictions in the YouTube comments down below. There's going to be a tweet going out around about the time this episode goes live as well. So if you're not listening on YouTube, you're over on Twitter. Get involved over there. Pick an anytime Blue Jackets goal scorer. Pick a final score and the game winner, and we'll have a scoreboard update as well. Actually, I think I have the scoreboard update with me right here. If I open my my spreadsheet, which is rapidly getting out of control. So we have Luke Risco and Dan Good, who are currently leading the way with 13 points each. I have dropped down to second place. I've got 12 points. It was a rough 5-game stretch there for me. And then in third place, we have got Sparky Wilson with 10 points. So that's currently the top 3. There's a couple of guys hanging around on 8 points. But right now, that's the top 3. So again, if you finish above me in the standings, you get some fun stickers. If you win the whole competition, then there's a gift card in your future. So get involved if you haven't already. That's kind of all I've got for today. Like I said, just a quick one. Unfortunately, I will have a full episode for you tomorrow when my day is less actively on fire. We'll break down the good, the bad, and the ugly of tonight's game. Thank you for listening, for making us your first listen of the day every single day. Locked On Blue Jackets continues to be free and available on all podcast platforms. We're over on YouTube. If you are an everydayer and you would like to upgrade your everydayer experience, join the Everydayers Club. Go to lockedonbluejackets.supercast.com and join up. Costs $5 a month or $50 for the year. You get ad-free episodes of Locked On Blue Jackets. You get exclusive access to the members-only Discord channel and more fun stuff as well. Did we make your Spotify Wrapped? Prove it on social media to secure a free month of our brand new Everyday Club. Just tag our national Locked On Podcast account on any social platform and we will drop you a code. Be one of the first to join the Everyday Club to get your favorite show ad-free and exclusive access to the members-only Discord channel. Once again, that is lockedonbluejackets.supercast.com. $5 a month for ad-free shows and all kinds of other fun stuff as well. So once again, tomorrow, break down tonight's game. Hopefully we get to talk about a win because I'm tired of talking about losses. But until then, make sure you stay locked on.